Hello, everybody with your North Node in Cancer. Welcome to your reading. It's your timeless reading here on North Node Alchemy. My name is Samara, and it's nice to see you again, or nice to meet you if it's your first time. So, just jumping on to, I got the impulse to do a reading for Cancer. And of no particular style. I'm just going to pull out the cards and see what comes up for you. And whenever you come across this reading, it hopefully will resonate with you. And if it does, then do subscribe or like. What else can I tell you before I start? There's some North Node resources in the description box below that you can check out. And I'll leave it there for now. Let's start with a card to crown this reading, if you will, an overarching energy at this time that you are watching this. Card for Cancer, North Node, please. Card for Cancer, North Node. Okay, we have Snake, Kundalini rising. Channel your creative passion and sensuality. Welcome the transformation. So you may be experiencing at this time, Cancer North Node, a lot of change and shifts within your life that could be making you feel very out of sorts, perhaps frustrated, perhaps overwhelmed, because at the bottom of the deck here we have Rabbit, sensitive soul, strengthen your boundaries and cut cords. So there could be energies around you that are let's say they don't necessarily have detrimental intentions, but they're not necessarily they don't feel the best to your mind, body, and spirit. And this being the case, it may be difficult for you at this time. I'm going to put this rabbit out here because I believe it has significance. I'm actually getting to pair them together up here. So I'm getting that in some of these situations, people may just don't know or understand your trigger points. Perhaps these are triggers that you're also to work on minimizing or to work on recognizing. There's also a sense of getting to know yourself here where you can properly communicate your boundaries in a way that is productive for the relationships, and that gives your relationships and situations a chance to evolve and improve in your favor, if you will. So I'm going to pull some tarot on that to talk about that more. This reading may go quickly. I'm not quite sure. Never know where these things will lead. Let's grab this tarot deck here and see what else there is to say on this topic. For you, Cancer North Node. And then I think I'll pull you something from the Crystal Oracle. So Cancer North Node, what do they need to know at this time? We have, looks like the Eight of Wands here. And the Two of Pentacles. Wands, Two of Pentacles. And the Moon. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups. Okay, so looking at your tarot here, this seems to be a process that the actions that have been taken up to now, there's a very specific direction that they are going in. And you seem to be past the threshold of going backwards. There's no comfort in the past, is what I'm hearing. So you could be very well in a process right now of balancing your past needs with your future desires, or your desires for what you would like to materialize in the future. You're in this point of straddling the two realities. And in the middle of that there's a lot of tension in this transformation as well. That this tension, they're pointing me to how the cards are actually laid out here. We have this moth here with the Two of Pentacles, and then if you see the elemental symbols on the two cards here, you have the earth symbol that grounds both of these cards, but on the snake you have fire, and on the rabbit you have air. So I'll say this for those that it feels like may have meaning for. There's a tension between the elements of fire and air in your transformation. And that makes me think about how those elements work or don't work together in Feng Shui. Maybe something to look up if that has any resonance with you, or may have an application to the space that you inhabit at the moment. I may circle back to that as it becomes more clear. What I am getting, though, is that there is a necessity for you to be gentle with yourself during this transformation, and giving yourself outlets for, because there's a lot here with the Moon card. There's a heavy, part of me does not want to say the word heavy. It's simply a significant emotional reality that has maybe flown under your radar. I've created a collection of workbooks for each North Node sign. Connect with your soul's desires and take an introspective journey into your North Node astrology. This workbook contains self-reflection exercises, guided meditations, and a curated Spotify playlist to accompany on your journey of alignment. Discover your soul today and download your workbook at feministalchemist.com. For a long time, or it's a significant change for you to enter the new emotional reality as opposed to the past emotional reality. This is, so I'm getting back to the fire and the air. Like, what you think about what's happening is affecting how you process what's happening. The bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Cups, which is about looking at what's being lost as opposed to looking at what's being gained. Or it could be about, shouldn't say or. I would say that is coupled with the energy of needing to grieve something, needing to grieve in general, and honoring that process of grieving. And I feel the need to say that the people around you may not give you that space to grieve for whatever their opinions are. I'm giving you here, Cancer North Node, or your guides are giving you encouragement to grieve in a way that fuels change by fueling your own comfort in a time that is challenging for you. And I feel also here, given that the actions that have been taken are already leading through a transformation and bringing you to a healing and a new emotional reality, how you deal with it is not necessarily going to change the outcome as long as you're not moving backwards, right? So fluctuations in your energy, your motivation, in your desire to socialize or be around people or who you would like to be around. This is all changes that you can anticipate and feel that expect to have to navigate in this time. Yes, we have the 10 of Pentacles here. I feel I'm going to put this here because I feel that you're being asked to really, you're being encouraged to visualize and live a life that feels fulfilling to you. And so that means even in this interim where there's grieving, where there's channeling your creative passion and sensuality to welcome the transformation, that we're focusing on what feels good, what life wants to look, what you want life to look like. And there is an energy of needing to protect that dream from anything that feels like it's not allowing you to just live your process. Because in this process, I feel as well that there's a lot of creative energy within it for you, not just for creating your own future. Oh, sorry, let me switch that around. Not just for creating, say, books, artwork, or whatever you're channeling your energy into to create comfort for yourself now. This is important to creating the foundations for your future, because some of you will create things out of this time that will endure and be a foundation for, number one, a new emotional reality. And number two, could also be something that helps a lot of other people in the future. So you're being asked with the Strength card here, which I'm going to put here, to have patience with yourself, to ask for support where you need it, to lean into the support that feels good to you, and to be sure that the image of the future that you are creating for yourself is one that is aligned with your own heart. Is there anything else? I think I'm grabbing just a quick message. I just felt compelled today to come out for Cancer. Okay, and in that respect, I'm going to So I think I thought the first sentence to myself is going faster than I thought. So for that reason, I think I will pull you 2 oracle cards from this crystal, daily crystal deck here. I don't know why I just feel like taking the bottom one. And then for Cancer, North Node, please. Yes. And of course, I say of course because here I have a citrine sphere in the corner, and over here that flew over this side is citrine. Bring in the light. So I'm starting with that card because just feels appropriate. You're being guided to shine the light on these shadowy parts, on what's in the shadows, on what's in your emotions, and having a non-judgment about it. And in this, you may be asked to not ask for understanding from anyone else. Of course, okay, they're giving me this scenario. You may even, if you engage in therapy, for example, you may even have a therapist who can't relate and who can't support you in as big as a leap as you're ready to make or are about to make. And I feel that if you are in any type of situations where you feel the need to be validated in what you feel or think, that you should resist the urge to look for external validation from anyone, like especially of things that occurred in the past where you have a standpoint, a perspective of how things were or how things went. There is on one side, the need for you to, let's say, have some more objectivity, but with the intention of finding a peace within yourself and finding a peace with the situation and finding empowerment for yourself within. So something that you can take away from it. And with this moon card coming near the rabbit card and strengthen your boundaries, there could be themes of strengthening your boundaries or allowing people too closely in, tolerating certain situations for too long. That is part of your responsibility to take in moving out of and transforming some of this emotional baggage that you're carrying. That's the words they gave me. So some of this emotional baggage that you'd be carrying, or these emotions that are not working to build your new future. Let's see. Let's just go backwards here. Appetite. Get out of your comfort zone. And clear quartz. Get crystal clear. Okay. So if I were to go back to reading it from left to right, I feel that creative processes and putting your energy through sports, dancing, writing, pottery, whatever way you feel to be an alchemist or get your energy to move, that your goal here, if you are to establish a goal, a general goal, is just to get clear on what's moving through you. I'm going to be that general. What is moving through you? Thoughts, feelings, memories. Memories, are they current situations? Are they current situations that remind you of past situations? Is it past situations that are not yet resolved? Are they not resolved because they still exist, or are they only existing within you and within your mind? And you're feeling a sense of dis-ease about them. I feel that it's clear to know what you are moving away from and why it's important for you to move away from them, or at least, why does it still exist? Why is it still bothering you? Why does it still affect you? And this may be an uncomfortable process. So get out of your comfort zone. This could be a very uncomfortable process. You may have to start learning to say no when you would usually say yes. You may have to say yes when you usually would say no. Thinking differently, taking the time to slow down your reactions to things so that you may choose a different course of action, a different strategy. If you're wondering how you can work with the North Node in your life, check out my free tip sheet for living in your North Node. It helps you move with conscious awareness and offers practical steps for integrating the North Node in your life. This 2-page download gives you a summary of your North Node sign and a chart of key actions that you can take. Download your free tip sheet today at feministalchemist.com. And I feel in all this, you will be finding, getting to know yourself differently, or getting to know yourself again. You'll be shedding light on what troubles you, what holds you back, and also what you just can't stand. Or what you won't stand for in your values and in your interactions with people. I think you also have an opportunity to reflect on who you are as a person, as a friend, as a partner, as a coworker, and that would clarify some of your possible desires, or what you expect from other people in relationships. I want to pull you one more. I just want to pull you a final oracle. Don't mind I'm stretching under my desk here because it's way in the back, I think. Yep. I felt like giving you an inner peace card, since this is a lot about tension, being in a tension point. So can I get a final oracle for those with the North Node in Cancer, please? Those with their North Node in Cancer. Those with their North Node in Cancer. A final oracle, please, for those with their North Node in Cancer. Okay. We have card 18. Your purpose is personal expansion. How can you be more intentional with your choices and live with more purpose? So my intuitive message here is that how could you be more intentional with your choices is about this, as I said, the tension between fire and air, which is let's say, between action, passion, and thought and rationality. But also, how could you move without in a non-reactionary way. So knowing what drives you and consciously choosing if you want to be driven by that emotion or by that thought process or by that belief. And this is part of they say your purpose is personal expansion. So here you're being guided to simply learn about yourself. And in that, you can take others' opinions and what they're mirroring to you into account. But ultimately, you also, those of you who are encountering this message, can be very sensitive, are very sensitive, and need to be mindful that the people whose opinions and thoughts you take to heart are those who can respect your sensitivity, because your sensitivity is part of your gifts as well. So I will finish off by reading this card. So many of us are searching for the one thing that gives us purpose and defines us, the life purpose we think we were born for. Consider that life is the purpose. To live your life more on purpose is the entire reward of your personal journey. Let go of thinking your purpose is just one thing or what you do, and embrace the full expression of yourself, which is your personal expansion. Perhaps you are putting extra pressure on yourself and trying to discover and define yourself and fit into a box. But the things you do are not who you are. They do not define you. If you feel called to step into a new career, relationship, or experience, then follow this inner nudge and trust the bigger picture of your life. Staying connected to your true self will help you stay balanced and aligned with your values. Instead of focusing on what you should do, allow yourself to do what you truly want. Be unapologetic about your desires and live a life that feels good from the inside out. Make choices that align with your values, and your true self will flourish. You've drawn this card as a reminder that your life is perfect as it is, right in this moment, and you are a perfect expression within your life. As you dive deeper into living more intentionally, all of your experiences become richer and more rewarding. You can stop second-guessing yourself and step into your personal power by aligning with your intentions. So I'll repeat the question again. How can you be more intentional with your choices and live with more purpose? All right, Cancer North Node, I hope that was helpful to you. Do remember to like and subscribe if it did. And I will see you again next time. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye-bye.